Hey YouTube, how's it going? We are going to start the next step with our tower garden now. It's been, what, 10 days, 2 weeks almost?
2 weeks.
2 weeks now since we germinated these seeds. And basically what we need to do is set up the tower garden outside. We picked our side yard because mainly the amount of sun that it gets is pretty even all day long. It gets pretty much full sun from 10 a.m. till probably 6 o'clock, so it's solid 8 hours. So we picked out there. Also, there's outlet out there too, which is kind of required because, well, you got to pump in the water pump. So yeah, you'll need power. Anyway, we have these seeds all ready to go, and actually the seeds have germinated. That is, and
the first step of actually growing your seeds is the rock wool that came with the package. We soaked it in water for about 30 minutes just to get it really, really moist. And then all you have to do is just put the seeds in each of the little holes.
yeah, there's little pockets.
And depending on how big the seed is, you put only 1 or 2 if it's large, and maybe 4 to 6 if the seeds are really small.
Yeah.
And so on top of that, we put the, what did you call that?
It's vermiculite.
Vermiculite. It adds moisture to
yeah,
the...
It maintains the moisture. It's just like, it's almost like a really fine cork.
Yes.
It's like shredded cork almost, but it's not cork, it's vermiculite. Anyway.
It seems to have done the trick because
yeah.
look at what we've got here.
We're good to go.
I had tried to write down what I had planted, and it seems like it all kind of got a little mixed up. So I'm going to try and identify the seedlings here for you. These seeds are lettuce, and those are the seeds that came with the packet. And so I had written down zucchini and cucumbers, but doesn't really seem like it looks like it. But
you can almost, I don't know, sometimes you can feel the difference. I've never grown cucumber except for this year, and the leaves on the cucumber plant are very distinct in that they're thick. Almost like an aloe vera kind of squishy kind of feeling to them, and I'd be I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that these 2 front ones, hun, are the cucumber. They
okay.
just feel like the cucumber, and then these are probably the zooks.
Well,
but
it'll be a mystery.
Yeah, so
kind of can't wait to see what you got.
Yeah,
other things that I had planted are tomatoes. I think this is a yellow squash, and the crookneck yellow squash.
Nope, that's
nope,
a bean.
That's a bean, okay.
That's definitely a bush bean.
Well,
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell what they are.
Some of them have hatched, some of them haven't. So a lot of the ones, obviously the ones that haven't come up yet, are almost impossible to tell. And then, I don't know, these little cubes have kind of shifted their places in this box. So
we're going to plant them
and see what we get.
Exactly. Okay.
All right. Okay, so we're out here by the tower garden, and basically we got the lid pushed aside. We're going to fill it up with water, make sure that the pump works accurately. They recommend that when you do choose the water that you're going to irrigate with, that you do not use any kind of water that's heavily chlorinated or purified or demineralized or any of that sort of thing. So we're just going to use regular hose tap water, and then we're going to test it with a pH kit, make sure that we're not totally out of whack.
Actually, first you put the tonic in, and since you're first starting off, you measure it for about 200 milliliters, and you just pour it in there and you stir it up, and you do the same for the tonic B, and then you stir it up and you check the pH balance, and you want the level to be about between 5 and 7. So
right.
We're going to start that.
Further directions.
We're going to start that now.
All right, so we're going to fill up this guy with water. These are some, I mean, they are chemicals, they're fertilizers, so they're not necessarily good for you. So
it's recommended to wear gloves.
Probably a good idea to wear gloves. So
All All right, so we've got Tower Tonic A.
And would you say 300 milliliters?
200 because you're first starting out.
200 milliliters. All right. And you just pour it on in there. Of this one too?
Yep.
Okay. So after we get this all set up and good to go, we're going to turn on the pump, test that mechanism out, and we'll show you what that looks like, how the water circulates through the tower. That's really basically the heart of this whole apparatus, is that water pump and the way the water circulates.
So now we're going to check the pH level, and hopefully it's good.
Okay, so we're going to test the pH now that we've got all the chemicals in there. And basically you want to do 5 milliliters of this water. Basically you're just filling it up to the line there. And you take 5 drops of this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And give it a nice stir. And
there, put this down.
There. We'll go look at this, and
that's
looks like we're about 6.0, which is perfect because it's right between 7 and 5 where they recommend it. So we're good. Excellent.
Okay. Perfect.
That was easy.
That was.
All right, cool. So we want to try this out. You want to fire it up?
Yep.
All right, I have to run over to the garage and grab a extension cord. Be right back. Okay, so we got the top on the reservoir. I think everything looks good to go.
We have the water pump inside.
Yeah.
So plug it in and.
Now you said there was some adjustment that we might have to do.
You might, yes.
And explain that again.
Okay, so basically the water is coming up and coming back down, and this little fountain has to be lower than the actual top. So when you put the cap on, obviously it's lower.
Yeah, it doesn't run out the sides. You see how that's riding a little higher. You want to get that so it doesn't go up as high. So there's the water pump's got a little
So what we're going to do is just adjust it a little bit. So actually this is really kind of cool because when you look through the little baskets, you can see the water sprinkling down. The whole idea of planting this whole plant puck
it's a root ball
is that you can see the roots that have already formed, and you want to just slide it on in there, and you just make sure that it touches the basket. If it doesn't touch the basket, it's not going to grow. So it's pretty solid in there.
It's in there.
And that's all you do.
So
you just put them all in there.
Yeah, let's go plant some plants.
All right, let's go.
So we're almost finished here. We've got our plants going on. The only real last step is to get the timer plugged in that goes between the pump and the power source, and what that does, turn the pump on every 15 minutes.
15 minutes on, 15 minutes off.
Yeah, so it seems like a lot of water, but it's the only thing that these poor guys got going for them, so I guess that's the idea, huh?
Yeah.
So
it'll be worth it, I'm certain. So
here it is.
This is it.